and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147. I am just getting up the mini kits so that I can confirm what this one's called. That's what I've just realised I hadn't got up on the website. But happy 16th of June, everybody. I hope you're all having a great day. Today we have the sun. So this one is called the sun. I've had a look. There is only a very little bit of white in the earth, so I don't think that glow in the dark drills will particularly work in this one because it's not really going to show it anything. What I do want to have a look at is what was, I only had one yellow, didn't I? And I had an orange. So let's have a look. What is number 2 is 740. So 742 might work for that one. And I have 741, though I don't have a lot of that. So 740 is actually quite dark. It's that one there, 740. So what else have we got? Number 1, we do 972, which is a bit closer. So maybe I could add some ABs in instead and do 742 instead of 972. Because when I hold the drills up close, the colour's similar, and the fact that it's coated with an AB will sort of hide the rest. So I think I might do that. I think the sun deserves some sparkle. It is definitely out today though, I'm telling you, it is cooking today. So we're going to do the sun. I am using a blue tray. This is from February of 2022 and it is a big Add More Zest tray, and I'm using a pen that I was gifted by Dianna. This is Benote. I feel like I said that a little bit posher than I needed to. So let's zoom you guys in. Thank you to everybody for your anniversary wishes. Unfortunately, hubby has pulled his back or hurt his back on Sunday, so we had a little bit of a quieter anniversary, which I'm not against. We're still hoping to go away this weekend. We will just have to see how his back is, but it's getting better each and every day. He's actually currently with Luna. I was at the hairdresser's last night, so I didn't get to film the video yesterday evening like I normally do. So he's currently with Luna while I get today's video filmed. And I'm going to start with all these dark colours around the side, which starts with 310, and then we should start to be able to bring a bit more colour in. I've got a feeling this one is going to take a while because I am seeing a lot of different colours in this one, and quite often that can take quite a bit of time. Is the changing of the drills takes quite a bit of time compared to placing the drills. It's amazing how many drills you could place if you didn't have to switch trays. But I'm definitely not at the point of having a full setup with all trays out with diamonds in ready, though it's tempting. For some very confetti paintings, it's extremely tempting. If I had a designated space that I was able to have my diamond painting and not change it, so not multi-use like the dining table or even the table in the craft room is multi-use, because I pack orders in here and film other videos in here, if I had a designated space, I think I'd be extremely tempted, especially on some paintings, to have trays for certain colours, and I could just grab the tray. I'd probably still kit up, but in effect I'd kit up twice. So I kit up a pot for the diamond painting, but then I'd also have a tray with the DMC number on, or the symbol on, whichever, depending on how it works, and actually kit up two things so that when I pour some into a tray, I don't have to keep pouring them back out. But for now we're good. Okay, comments and questions. So Lady Dax, at the time she posted this a few days ago, this was on the 11th, she said she's back doing hubby's picture again today, which, side note, she has now finished. She said she's hoping to get another 2 sections done. She uses a grinder for drills that are stuck together. She says it works great and there's no damage to the drills. Oh, well, that's good to know, because I always feared there would be damage to the drills. She said she got it from Amazon after seeing one on a YouTube video, and she said she had to laugh when it arrived as it has a cannabis leaf on it. She's also put Mother Earth on her wish/birthday list because of seeing me do it. I think it's definitely had a few more sales since I did it, but it is a gorgeous picture. And it's so fun to work on. I think that's the biggest thing for me. Not just the finished image. I mean, the image has got to be nice for you to look back and go, I'm happy I spent time doing that. But the fact that it was just so fun to work on is amazing. Absolutely loved it. Jo, she says, great waffle again today, Rebecca, and a pretty tray. She says she'll watch out for that one when it comes back, as she missed it last year. She just finished today's section when this video became available. So she just decided to relax and watch. She slept the morning away, she said, after staying up for the launch, but she was glad to be able to get both trays. She said there were extra trays in this month's order. She said because someone from her local diamond painting group asked me to include their order with hers, since they liked the look of the trays and wanted to try them. Awesome. She said she told them that she was happy to do it, and the savings on the shipping fee is an extra bonus. Definitely. If you can find somebody local to combine an order with, for sure, you know, both of you get a nicer shipping cost than what it may be otherwise, because while we only charge cost, it is not cheap sometimes to send from country to country. So the more that you can save that and split it between you, the better. Because win-win for both of you. It's not like somebody else misses out, is it? So I hope you both enjoy your trays. Laura, she says, where can I purchase AB drills in the US? I'm not actually based in the US, Laura, so I know there are some companies. I don't know what they are called though, because I only know a couple of the UK ones, or the I know you can get them on AliExpress as well, though I don't know the quality of those. That would depend. I'm sure if you are a member of the Facebook group, or if you submit a request to join the Facebook group, as long as you agree to the rules, your request will be accepted. There will be somebody in there based in the US who will more than likely know I think there is somewhere called Diamond Sparkle or Sparkle with Diamonds or something, but I'm not exactly sure of the name of it because I haven't purchased from there. Sorry, I couldn't be more help. My ABs have come from a UK company who do ship to the US, but mine have come from a UK company, Diamond Art Studio UK, or they've come from kits where I've completed the painting and have leftovers. And that's why I have a kabundle. Melissa, she says, yesterday, Friday in brackets, so last Friday, she says, was lovely where she is in the UK, but the school run had a 5-minute downpour of rain. She said she only had a t-shirt and leggings on, and she said, why is it always the school time where it rains? That is a very good question. It always rains on the school run. Quite often in the UK we can have, we have all types of weather, but we very often have days where it rains on and off throughout the day. And it's always the school run where it will rain. I know when I used to walk the kids to school, it could be pretty much glorious all day. And as soon as you set out on that school run, hello rain. It's just one of those things. And it would stop 5 minutes probably before pickup quite often, which would mean anybody potentially driving to school to pick up their kids wouldn't get wet going to the car. But any of us poor souls that walked to school and took 15-20 minutes would get wet. Every time. She says Melissa also says for her current work in progress, she's using our silver bags on rings. So that's these. As her storage, she only has one storage case with her, and she had to put a work in progress on hold while she completes the one she's doing now, as it needed to be completed by the 24th of June. She said found it easier to paint in colour order on the ring, otherwise it takes a while to find the right colour. Yeah, that is true. The rings, I wouldn't enjoy using the rings as a storage option for each individual colour for a painting. Because as you say, even though they're tied on butt rings and they're together, you do have to flip through quite a bit to find the one you want. Even when I'm just finding a colour, not a DMC number, it can take a bit to find the one I want. But they're fantastic for extras. So if you're doing a large painting or a painting with a few colours that you have quite a lot of, I like putting my extras for the kit in them. And then when my little tub has run out, then I fill it up from the bags. I'll have a flip through, find the one I want and fill it up. I love it for those, and I love it for storing my ABs. Because while my ABs do all have a DMC number, I don't tend to... I use a little bit by DMC number, but I'm mainly searching by colour, and then can potentially make adaptations like I am doing for this one. I'm using 742 instead of 972 because they're similar, and the AB coating disguises the difference. Plus it will give me a little scattering of ABs throughout this sun. So I thought it might be nice. It'll work better than the glow in the dark. Otherwise we'll only have like 6 diamonds down here that are glow in the dark and make no shape whatsoever. Kind of a bit pointless. You look at it going, and what's that? Nearly there with the G's. Got my base background nearly done. I am using a glue dot in this pen. I put a glue dot in it last year. Kimberly, she says, just a quick reply to my comment she said on the sticky drills she had after she picked them off Zesty Wolf. She said she put the drills that she took off in an empty storage bottle to keep them isolated from the good drills. She only had about 50 of them, she said, so it wasn't a big deal. She just worked out of the sticky bottle until they were all back on the canvas in the correct spot. Problem solved, she said, and she had absolutely no issue with the drills. She says they're amazing. She says she only has a few trash drills. Most of them were just the wrong colour in the wrong pot, and nothing wrong with the actual drills. Okay, helps if you get off my pen. She says there's more than enough of each colour on the canvas, and she's all finished with the background colour, and she has almost 2 full bottles left. Yeah, I had quite a lot left from the background colour, that's for sure. She said anyone that is in the group that is considering a purchase from Diamond Art Studio UK, she says go for it. She says you won't regret it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was really, really happy with the quality of Zesty Wolf. He made December Advent fun and enjoyable to, more fun and more enjoyable to work on than it would have been if I had a painting that tested my patience. Yeah, it was fun. Miranda, she says she thinks that the painting looks very pretty. Thank you, Miranda. And Sal, or Saul, it's A-double-L. That's what's confusing me. So Sal, she says, hi Rebecca. She said the tulip looks lovely, especially the closed ones. During this video, you answered a question about popping drills. They said they experienced it quite a few times from different sellers on AliExpress. Said, could you maybe name me a few sellers that you ordered from over there that don't have this problem? They said it actually happens often with the square ones. When they run their fingers over the canvas, some of the drills just get loose, and if they put them back in with some others, it will just lift again. So annoying. Anyway, I love the waffles and wished every month was June. Love from Luxembourg. Thank you. Well, we've got December. December's coming. That should be another good one. Sellers from AliExpress, I've never had a problem with Evermoment. That is probably more though they're not the cheapest on AliExpress at all. You definitely sort of pay the price for the quality with Evermoment. I've never had a problem with their diamonds. In fact, I really enjoy working on theirs, but you do pay premium price for those. Apart from that, I've not had a problem with popping drills from Hom Fun either, and they are definitely a lot cheaper. Hom Fun and, what's the other company that's the same? It's actually the same company as Hom Fun. It begins with a D, because there's actually quite a few that are interlinked. And they're actually, even though they have different names, the canvases are actually made by the same company. So Huacan has a couple of companies that all do the same. And I'm trying to think what the other companies were. Let me just pull up AliExpress and see if they come up as a search. Get rid of the pop-up boxes. So if I search for diamond painting, let's see if it brings up some brands. And of course it's not bringing up brands at the moment. It normally comes up with a few sort of suggested brands. Okay, so Huracan and what were they called? Now my brain can't remember. Okay, if I search for something else, will it give me some brands? It used to give me some brands in it. Let me see if I can sign in, because I'm pretty sure I've got some of them on my favourites. Let's see if I can just sign in and have a look. Would it be wishlist? My favourite stores. Here we go. Let's see if I can answer this question. So, AZQSD, I am pretty sure is the same as Huracan. And I think Evershine might be as well. Possibly. Don't hold me to these. Micellar was another good one. I never had a problem with their drills, personally. And EM Fun Store is Ever Moment as well, but I think they've actually closed that store and are just sticking with the one. What was the other one that was the same as Hom Fun? I've never had a problem with Timney Arts either. Who else is there on there? Dispaint is the same company as Hom Fun. I'm pretty sure that they are both the same company. They're just trading under different names. Say it's not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that that's the case with them. And I can't remember what evidence I had of that, because it's been a while since I've ordered diamond paintings off AliExpress. Not that I have anything wrong with ordering them off AliExpress. I've just not had chance, and I keep getting caught by, I keep falling in love with some of the paintings from more independent companies and tend to sway more towards getting those. And then I do a lot of unboxings, so a lot of my 30 by 40 paintings, etc., and some of my large paintings tend to come from those companies. And then I have a lot of large paintings from some of the more premium companies. And my stash is just big enough that it's not worth going shopping on AliExpress for me at the moment, because I have enough diamond paintings that need doing without adding to it. So I've moved on to the letter F, partly because it's in the same pot, and partly it does just get some of this sort of outer part filled in. I'll probably do E as well because it's in the same pot, and then I'll go to filling in some of these outer colours before maybe I do the letter C, which is in blue. But this F has got quite a few dotted about, and I'm loving popping them in to the little squares that have been created by the rest. It'll give me more little squares to fill in as well when it gets to it. Once I've got all this F and E round the outside done. I never know which. Right, let's go back over this side and go round this way. Left to right makes more sense to me. So I try to do it when I can. Though sometimes you just get carried away by the diamonds. Helen Wright says she needs the tray from the 7th of June. She says so badly. I'm not sure if that was the orange one. The orange one definitely sold really well. Or was it the beige one? I can't remember. I've slept since then. It's been a few days. Sherry says they had loads of stuck diamonds on their diamond dots kit. She has a plastic jar with a screw top. She pops in 4 metal nuts, nuts and bolts, but no bolts, and 3 squares of dryer sheet, and she said it works like a charm. She did say she'll put a picture on the Facebook group. I'm pretty sure Sherry put a video on the Facebook group of how she does it. So there are definitely ways to do it with things that you have in your house and you have handy, and you can adapt to it. So you can always buy a grinder if you want to, or you can use the likes of a macaroon or a pot and throw in some coins or some bolts, or just something that's a bit hard that you can rattle around to get rid of any diamonds that are stuck together. Okay, I think F's done. I've probably missed some, but I'll find them later. Let's do E, because I have the pot out. The blue's getting closer to the colour of the tray, but not quite there yet, so I can still tell what it is. Just Shields says she got her orange tray and it was ordered. Awesome. They did go fairly quick, the orange trays this month, that's for sure. Fee, she said, hi Rebecca. She said she feels like with the tulip, the brown in it looks out of place. She thinks white instead of brown may look better. She said the top flower from the camera angle does look like it has too many ABs, but the buds of the flower look amazing. Yeah, I was definitely happier with the buds of the flower. I think if I don't think of the top flower as a tulip, I'm okay with it. I think if I think of it as a tulip, it's not quite right. Anna, on the 11th, she said, interesting image. She said she doesn't remember seeing that painting on their site. She was finally able, she said, to get 2 of the larger orange trays from the launch last night. She says now she has to wait for orange zesty trays, which is what she would have preferred, but she's happy to get the large ones. Yeah, we did do an orange zesty tray last October. And while we're happy to repeat colours that are popular and that people want, for the first repeat we sort of try and do it in a size that's not been done before we repeat a size. I think the only one that we have repeated a size and the same colour so far is the purple. And we actually brought it out in both sizes, but that was the first one we ever did, and it's an extremely popular colour. But it will come around again in the zesty size, I'm sure. I'm sure it will be back again. Okay, E is done. I'm kind of tempted to do C as well, and then do all the infill. I'm going to do C again, C. I wasn't going to, but there is quite a few of the yellow colours around. So if I get the outside done, I can then start bringing in the others when I reach them. And it's quite nice doing these because they butt up against another one. She said, oh, she's just checked again and she's found the image in the museum set. She said, although they show the image upright instead of sideways like I have it. Oh, that was the blocks, the geometric blocks. Yeah, they show it on the website as a portrait. However, the symbols on it, the symbols were orientated landscape, which is why I worked on it landscape, because the letters were that way around. I'm not sure which way the actual painting is supposed to be displayed, but I'm sure it's one of those that will work both ways. So maybe it will be something that I can nestle in with some other paintings maybe and have it on a shelf as like a little grouping, and I could have it portrait or landscape depending on what other pictures I've put up. We shall see. Susan H, she said she also ordered Mother Earth after watching your series with her. She said she actually got her from someone, got Mother Earth from someone in Ontario, in an Ontario diamond painting group, who accidentally ordered two and posted on Facebook that she needed to sell one. Oh, even better. The funny thing is, she says normally she doesn't really like the big-eyed girls or diamond paintings like that, which I agree. As much as when I look at them, they're nice, they're not my style of painting as much to purchase. I don't tend to purchase like people as much. It's more animals, landscapes, things like that, scenes, abstract I love. But yeah, most of my paintings are not people. So I tend to be the same way, but she wasn't in your face. She says mine was so beautiful she couldn't resist. She says she can't wait until her decision wheel picks her. Right now she's working on June events, and then her next big project will be from Diamond Art Studio UK, and it's a scene of Paris with flowers. She said she really loves the routine of listening to my videos while she diamond paints every day in June. Thank you, from Canada. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much for watching, joining, all that jazz. I do really enjoy the June event. I couldn't keep it up all year. There'd be too much forward planning for some things that I don't think I could keep track of where I'm up to. But I'm still hoping to definitely do like whip and chats once a week and things like that. And then there'll be other videos in there as well, of course. Right. Some of these I don't need many of. I think I'm just going to work on this one because these are all individual colours. And then I'm just going to work my way round then and see what's next. Try and get some of the planets done. Planets in the sort of solar system, or abstract solar system anyway. Next comments. Kimberly. She says she enjoyed a massive 3-part whip and waffle diamond painting session today. She says life has been busy for the last few days. She says her daughter had her driver's license road exam a few days ago, so there was lots of practice for that. Her test was on Thursday and she passed with flying colours, so now she can drive on her own. Congratulations to your daughter. It's a good thing to get done. It's a good thing to have behind you. She said yesterday, Friday, she said her and her mum had a day out. They went to a needle workshop and had lunch out. Sounds ideal. She said her son is on a school trip to Washington DC and she had nothing but time to read and of course diamond paint the day away. Awesome. She says absolutely love days like this. I'm with you. She said, and she hopes everyone in the group is doing well. Hugs from Ohio. Well, I hope you enjoyed your day of diamond painting the day away. I'm hoping to get more of those in my future. but we shall see how life goes. Right, we have an earth. The earth is done. So let's have a look now. I want to sort of do as much as I can around the outside without going too much into the sun yet. But of course I don't want to tip colours out multiple times. So let's do some of this purple, because that's only around the outside. I feel like I need to bring a bit of order to this painting. While I love having all these gaps that then need filling in, there is quite a few of them at the moment, so they need a little bit of a tidy up. So we'll get some purple done, and then probably some of this red before it starts venturing into the sun as well. There's two different types of purple on this one, a Q and an R. But they are the satisfying clicks when they go in. Oh, this will neaten up my edges as well. Get the rest of those in. All my Qs. Is that them all? That's all the Q. And I'll do the R before I go to the D, just because it's in this same pot, in my same little strip. So R, which actually looks extremely similar in colour. It's not the same, but it looks very, very similar, especially once it then gets surrounded by the dark colours. One more. Yep. Helen, right, she says she's slowly but surely catching up. She said, random question, what is your favourite painting that you've completed? So I think I've answered this since you've posted the question, because somebody else beat you to it ever so slightly. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in one of the last two videos. I don't really have a favourite. I suppose if I was forced to pick, it would possibly still be my blossom tree that I did in a really big frame. I absolutely love the way that turned out. It really is a big statement piece, but there's quite a few around my house that I love. I absolutely love, and there's some even in my binder that I love and that I really enjoyed doing. I think my favourite ones to do and complete, so the actual process of doing them, has been Mr. Quacker's and Diamond Art Club's Mother Earth. I think they've been my two favourite to do. But my favourite completed, I think, is probably Blossom Tree, just because it's a stunning. The depth that I had in it, that showed in it, was just so good. So I really enjoyed that. But yeah, it's hard to decide when I've done so many over the time. And it was really good quality, actually, the Blossom Tree as well, especially for the price. Right, I'm going to leave the 2 and 1 because they are in the sun. I'm going to do the V because it's not. Just trying to do everything that's not in the sun. And then I'm going to work my way around the sun, I think, and fill in the outside gaps as I go. And remember to still do some ABs in a bit. Fee, she says she's just finished her section after watching this video on the 11th and yesterday's waffle. She said she'll post a picture in the group soon. She said you may recognise the kit as it was in a mystery box from me in January. You also did the same artwork in one of your paint gem kits on a previous day. Oh, is that the wave one? I remember the one. The wave one, I think I actually accidentally got sent about 3 and they didn't want them sending back. I still can't remember if I've got one in my stash, if I kept one or if I made myself let it go. I know I had one in my stash for quite a while, but then just before I started doing my full organisation of my logbook, I did go through all my large paintings and really pared them down, because I really want to do them, but I have so many, and it doesn't help that I keep adding to them. But I have so many paintings, large ones, that it was becoming a bit too overwhelming, I think. So it may not have made the second cull of paintings. I can't quite remember. Right, I'm starting with X around the outside of the sun. Just gives me that nice little edge. And then I don't know if I have a particular structure on how I'm going to do it after that. But X goes all the way around and then doesn't, it starts breaking up after that. All the little sections are different bits. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll do the colours that go round the outside as well and see how far in the sun I end up getting done. But we'll give it this very light border first. Sharon, she said, oh, I've just realised that there is actually a load of these in the middle as well. Need to pay attention to the fact that there's some of those there. I'll find them all in a minute. She said to separate clump drills, she's found that placing them into an organza bag and squirting liquid soap into the bag works really well. She said you just need to rub the soap into the drills, rinse them, and then hang it somewhere to dry. She says she puts hers in the shower for a couple of hours and they're good to go. That organza bag would work really well as well. Occasionally, I've not had it very often, but I have had it sometimes where drills have like a coating on them. It's like they're coated in talc. And there's still remnants of it on the drills, which can definitely say, I think I've only had it about twice. And I think it was sellers on AliExpress. So I don't know whether they just don't do as much, you know, post-production on the diamonds. But yeah, they came with like a coating on them and you needed to wash them to get rid of it. An organza bag would be perfect for that because it keeps them all together, and as you say, you can just leave them out to dry. She says she puts hers in the shower for a couple of hours and they're good to go. She says, I hope this works for others as well. Thank you, Sharon. We will always take tips and tricks for anything. Plus, I need ideas for my tips and tricks series, so that's always good as well. It's always good to get those tips. Right, X is done. I'm going to go 2-1-Y, I think, because they seem to be the colours that are both in the sun. In fact, are they the last of the colours? Well, that might be the last of the symbols anyway. Pauline says, what is the difference between AB and a regular diamond? So a regular diamond is just the solid block of colour, so just like this. Whereas the AB diamonds have a coating on them that make them extra sparkle, but underneath they're just a regular diamond. That is the difference. It is the Aurora Borealis coating. So like an iridescent coating over the top. And that's your difference. And that's why they can look slightly different. So some paintings you will find have AB colours in them, and sometimes they will have an AB that is exactly the same as another colour in the painting. that's not an AB, but they do both look different. The placement makes them look different, and the coating makes it look different. It's like they're two different colours, but they're also not. But yeah, I like a scattering of ABs. I think they're fun. Fun to do. Susan, she says the spaceship does look pretty cool in glow in the dark. She says for such small paintings, they are really cute. I agree. They are so cute. They do make me smile. She says she's so happy that I showed the completed poppy. She says, wow, that one is stunning. She said, you absolutely made my day, she said, even though it's a few days later that she's seeing this. When you said that I'd found a new supplier of the pink filament. Even though she is the proud owner of 10 of our trays, she said she really wanted the pink one in the zesty size to complete her set so far. She says she won't be waiting until next time you launch them. She's getting it as soon as it comes back. She says, thank you so much for sharing. Oh, you're welcome. Well, as long as, you know, now we've got a new supplier for it, it should hopefully be something that stays. So feel free to, you know, add it when you're ordering anyway. But yeah, don't leave it a year, because who knows what could happen to that supplier. ABs. Do we do ABs next, or do we do yellows? I'm going to do yellows. Let's save some sparkle until last. So I'm going to do the letter Y. That one has a mark or a hole on it, so let's not use that. I might fish it out and pop it in the bin in a minute. Oh, it's so nice to fill in all these little gaps though. In fact, there's going to be quite a scattering of AB when I'm having a look now. There's quite a few of the number one all over the place. It'd be nice to, yeah, it'd be nice to have a little bit of sparkle for the sun. Just Shield says she's catching up on a couple of missed whips. She says she really likes this one, and that was the one from the 10th. Thank you, Shields. I'm loving how all of these are turning out, really. I'm loving the adding the ABs though. I do think that gives, especially the flowers, it does really give them a nice pop. But it's nice to not do it for them all as well. So the museum editions, I don't. It's nice to have a mixture of the two. Right, I've got all round the outside done. Let's do the middle, and then it's AB time. And I'm going to have to get rid of that diamond because I keep going to pick it up and then realise that it's got a mark on it. Holly says she loves the Apollo painting. She says the glow in the dark drills look good, and the poppy looks amazing. She says thank you for showing that. Yeah, I was really, really happy with the poppy actually. That and the lavender, I think it was the lavender, are possibly my two favourite with ABs at the moment so far. We shall see what the rest of the month brings, but those two are the ones that I think stand out the most. Oh, I ended up picking up a diamond, extra diamond, and then it wouldn't go in the right place. Just testing me. Diamond Sparkle Sparkle Chase started reading the comment. She says, love your mint green tray. She says, my favourite colour. Yeah, that's one we're struggling to find, but hopefully we can find it again. She says she'll keep a lookout for that colour of tray. She has Mother Earth in her stash. She said it's been in her stash since it first came out. She said she can't wait for my next video and she enjoys my videos very much. She says she hopes all is well with you all. Thank you. Yes, we are going good. You might hear the odd bark from Luna today. We do have a friend round who is currently decorating our hallway because I have just not had the time at all. So he's kindly said he'll do it for us, but Luna likes to bark at him. She will then be best friends with him, but then she'll go back to barking with him. So she just can't make up her mind, but she's female, so that's allowed. So if you hear the barking, it is probably because he's come to talk to hubby in the conservatory, and Luna wants to shout at him. So that's the way the day's going. Busy bees working, but yeah, we're doing well, thank you. It's warm though. It is very, very warm today. I'm just a little bit cooking. Just a little bit cooking. Spooky Crafts says, loving the videos. She says they're keeping her going. If anyone wants to join in with events, she said, how do you work out how to split your canvas into days? She says she has a 50 by 60 painting that she's splitting across 60 or 61 days, and she can't do the maths. Quite often, I mean, a lot of it depends on how many days, but 60 days is probably the easiest to split. And I would say if you're doing 60 days and you've got a 50 by 60, my automatic to make it easy is I would do 10 across your long and 6 down your small. So you may end up with a bit more slivers than square chunks. But if you think 10 by 6 gives you 60. So if you've got 60 centimetres, if it is centimetres, 60 centimetres across the top, you want to split that by 10. So you want a 6 centimetre piece. And then you want to split your 50 by 6. So I can't remember what's 50 divided by 6. I would then do 50 divided by 6 and then use that many centimetres the other way. That tends to be the way I do it. I tend to sway towards trying to visualise my grid and make my grid easy first and stick with as round numbers as I can. Right, I've just lost part of my glue dot onto that AB diamond. Let me just pull that off. And hopefully this will still pick them up. Oh, we're going to have some sparkle in this sunshine. Debbie, she says she's done 2 more paintings in between the painting for June Waffle. She said she was ill on Friday. She said so she fell asleep and forgot shop launch. Oh. She says she woke up at 11 and got on the site. She did miss the orange tray, but she did get the beige one and the pen. She says thank you for all that you do. Oh, I am sorry you missed it. I hope you're feeling loads better, Debbie. The orange was popular, therefore it will make it to, you know, a list of redo colours quicker than the ones that sell a bit slower. The beige one is still available at the time I'm filming this, which is still the 16th. So there is still some of the beige one available. We knew that one wouldn't be as popular, and the bigger tray size is normally more popular than the zesty as well. Only by a little bit, but it is normally sells a little bit quicker when we have the 2 sizes the same. 2 colours the same, but in 2 different sizes. The big one does always go quicker. But yeah, we do still have some of the beige. You know, I actually love working with the beige. But I get it's not a colour that necessarily gets people excited, but it's an amazing colour to work with. But yeah, orange, you know, due to the speed that it sells out, it will definitely be higher up the list for a redo than, for example, the beige would be. Because you know, there's plenty of opportunity for people to get a beige that want a beige. But we can't say the same for the orange. You know, there are people that did miss out because life events or not feeling well and falling asleep and other reasons. So that will be a redo sooner than some other colours. Nancy, she says, thanks Rebecca. She said she finished this video on the 12th. She says first thing in the morning and her work in progress. She said she was fortunate enough to have a visit with a long-time family friend in the afternoon, and some cousins of her husband's for drinks and dinner in the evening. She says a very good day. Sounds like it. It's because you started off with relaxing diamond painting, Nancy. Always helps to start the day with a bit of dotting. She says she'll definitely look for the draw details. She said it will be her first entry. So yeah, there is a giveaway tab still open on our website. We probably do need to close that soon. I actually haven't had a look at how many entries there are now. But I am away this weekend, so it might be that it stays open until we get back. I'm not sure. Unless Megan deals with it. Megan might deal with it while I'm away because she's dog sitting. So, yeah, she might be looking for stuff to do and she might deal with it while we're gone. But yeah, we will let people know by email. There is a few giveaway boxes I've got, so it's more than one winner as well. Okay, and that is the last AB in the sun. Oh, I'm happy with those ABs. I do always wonder sometimes when it's ABs, as much as I think it's going to work, there is sometimes always that little question as to whether it will definitely work. But yeah, that has worked for the sun. I'm sure of that, and I'm more than happy, even though it's a different number DMC, that I still managed to make it work. But yes, we have the sun done for today. That is the 16th of June. We are officially fully over halfway now, but there is still plenty more days in June, and they'll feel even longer when it's warm. So please join me tomorrow while I get another diamond painting done. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow.